Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my video on my own Chapman Ml1 Pro hybrid guitar. I can't wait to share this thing with you all. Let's get into it. So what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name is Ray. I'm a guitar player here on YouTube, my goodness. And right off the bat, I just have to apologize for taking so long to make this video. I've had this guitar for quite some time. I'm so thankful and so privileged that Chapman Guitars sent this guitar to me. And anytime and every time I was trying to make a video with this guitar, I'd end up getting lost in it and end up running scales and end up practicing with it. I played this guitar for such a long time and it has a ton of wear and tear on it already. And it hasn't even had a video out yet, you know what I mean? So again, I apologize. Anyway, man, let's get into this guitar, shall we? So the specs of this guitar: basswood body, flame maple veneer, pearly gates in the bridge, stacked Strat single coil Seymour Duncan pickups, if I got that name correctly. Bolt-on construction, roasted maple neck and fretboard. Now, just spoiler alert, the neck just feels absolutely amazing. I love it so much. 22 jumbo stainless steel frets, hip shot locking tuners, 1 volume, 1 tone, 5-way. I think that's pretty much all of it, right? All the specs. So the marketing for this guitar and kind of the appeal for this guitar is it's like kind of like an 80s kind of super shredder type of vibe, you know what I mean? Like, at least that's how I see it as. And so I'm gonna, play into that vibe for this video. This guitar is in standard tuning, okay? First up, I'm gonna do a quick little demo song using this guitar into a Fortin modified OD808 into that dual rectifier just out of frame. After the demo song, I'll use that same rig, same setup, and I'll do my best to kind of chug and hang out and riff and use my favorite riffs that I grew up playing to showcase the tones of this guitar, okay? So after that, we'll come back and we'll wrap up today's video, okay? So without further ado, I got a lot to show you. I'm not going to waste any more time talking. Let's get into everything that I just described right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, this thing's sick. Straight up, this thing's absolutely amazing. Did not disappoint, and it's just a joy to play. I get lost in this guitar. This guitar is very surprising to me. I'm not a shredder. I'm not an 80s shred guy or just a shredder in general. You guys know that. But yeah, just like when I play it, man, it makes me want to play the riffs that I grew up playing. I don't know what that says about me and or this guitar, but like it's really inspiring to play, and it's a lot of fun to play. So I've been just getting lost in it, and like I said, it's been taking forever for me to do an actual dedicated video, but yeah, I've been playing it a ton and I love it. Another positive is the overall aesthetic, man. This kind of fireburst, sunburst looking guitar, excuse me, matched with the roasted maple and just the blacked out hardware. It just looks so classy, but like some serious spice to it, you know what I mean? It's not boring, but it's not over the top. It's like a nice middle ground, in my opinion, of like flashiness but classiness all at the same time. It just looks mean, and it looks like it can scream, and it kind of does, you know? Another positive is the overall sound. Now, I predominantly use the bridge pickup, as I am a metal player and a rhythm player, right? But this guitar does not necessarily sound like a bolt-on guitar to me, in my opinion. Now, this is all subjective. I could be way off. But I don't know if it's the pickup or what, but like most bolt-ons, generally speaking, have a lot of snap and a lot of brightness to it. Whereas this guitar, again, in my opinion, it doesn't have that immediate percussive attack that a bolt-on guitar has, and that's a good thing. You know, it's neither good nor bad. I guess it's different. It's good in the sense that like it wasn't what I was expecting, and it's like a different variety, a different flavor. It sounds different than a lot of the other bolt-ons that I have in my possession. You know what I mean? So yeah, just like it recorded really well. It's not dull sounding; it's warm sounding. There's a difference there. So you know, I hope all that made sense. Now, there's no negatives with this guitar. Personal preference, I'll just say right off the bat, I don't like the no fretboard inlays. But you guys knew I was going to say that anyway. It's just an aesthetic, and it's just a vibe that I like. But I will say that the roasted maple fingerboard just looks absolutely super clean and just badass when there's nothing on it. So like it just allows the wood to shine through a little bit more, you know what I mean? And then one final spec I want to point out, it's not a positive nor is it a negative. It's a surprise. This neck is not super fast and or flat. It's got a big C profile, and it's a little bit thicker than what I was expecting. And I take that as a positive in the sense that like I play a lot of rhythm-based guitars like Les Pauls and, you know, whatever, where the necks aren't super fast and slinky and sleek, right? So I guess that's why I'm playing this guitar so much, is like it's a bit of a handful, but in a good way. It's just very comfortable for me. So just want to bring that up as like a talking point. But overall, everybody, in conclusion, I just want to say a huge shout out and a huge just thank you to Chapman Guitars and to Rob Chapman. This was just such a kind gesture, and you know, I'll say it a million times, I'll say it one more time. I look up to Rob so much. That gentleman just created such a community of guitar players. He was one of the OGs, if not the OG on YouTube, especially for the rock and or metal. I just love it, man. I just love what he's created, and I'm just like so proud of him, and I look up to him so much. So this was just such a cool moment, and I'm just forever grateful for it, seriously. So everybody, what'd you think of this guitar? What'd you think of this video? Leave all your thoughts down below, and I'll meet you down below in the comments, okay? If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, man. It'd make me happy. So I'm out of here. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay metal. I'll see you guys next time. Later.